All right, guys, let's talk about the German squats today. The German squats are one of our favorite active shoulder extension stretches. A couple things that you want to pay attention to here is obviously keeping the shoulders back, keeping the shoulders retracted the entire time, and never get to a point, an unearned range of motion to where those shoulders start dumping forward, because then we no longer get the benefit of this movement. Now, I have this rack set up right around kind of mid-torso height. There's so many ways to progress or digress this movement, but just start around that. Obviously, the higher you move this bar, the more challenging or more shoulder extensions you're gonna get, the lower you go. And obviously the lower you move the bar, the less you're gonna get. I would keep the variance of progression or digression more for the next things that we talk about, rather than elevating the racks or pulling it on down. So when you set your rack up, make sure it's just kind of around mid-torso height. Here I have it belly button height. I've seen as high as mid-chest height. We'll go with this for now, okay? Make sure that you guys push the barbell into the rack so it's not sliding around on you. And then we're gonna start wide, okay? The wider, the easier on the shoulders. The more narrow, the more challenging on the shoulders, okay? But I would recommend you guys start wide, and then you can start kind of creeping those hands on in. We're gonna walk our feet away slightly. We're gonna get a good grip under the barbell. We're gonna put our feet into our squatting position, pull our shoulders back. You see the difference there? This is shoulders dumped forward, which is not what we want. We want shoulders back, and not traps engaged, shoulders back. And then from here, we're simply going to keep our elbows locked out, squat as deep as we can feel the stretch, and then stand tall. Adjust my hands where needed, squat, keeping my shoulders back, and stand tall. And typically when we do these, we might have an isometric hold at the end of a specific set amount of reps, but that right there is the German squat.